From the blues clubs of Beale Street to the honky tonks of Nashville to the foothills of the Appalachians, dance has a long and foundational history in the state. Come, join the many voices of dance as we work together to help preserve Tennessee's rich dance history, educate future generations of dancers, and advocate for today's diverse dance culture. We are the Tennessee Association of Dance. Together, let's dance Tennessee.
Welcome to this special Tennessee Day of Dance feature. I'm joined by someone who lives and breathes movement, community, and creativity, Lee Renick, Executive Director of the Tennessee Association of Dance. Today, we're spotlighting the vibrant dance culture across our state and the people and the places that make it move. Lee, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's start at the beginning. What's the origin story of the Tennessee Association of Dance?
Well, the Tennessee Association of Dance started more than 50 years ago, and it was brought together by a group of people who realized that there was a need to have a dance collective to have a voice for the state of Tennessee for dance. There had already been one for music, there had been one for theater and the other visual arts, but there wasn't one then. And so these people came together and created the Tennessee Association of Dance, and it's been around promoting dance and teaching, helping teach dance for over 50 years.
Well, yeah, the fact that it's been around for 50 years and, being a new resident, it's hard to think that that hasn't been, that it's just it's a staple in our state. We're all known for music,
Yes.
but I'm glad that we're highlighting dance as well, which is very much integrated into the music world. So why was it important for TAD to create a statewide network specifically for dance, and how has it evolved over the years?
Well,
Obviously, with this 50 years.
Tennessee has a long history of dance. A lot of people don't realize that. Um, the dance that came out of the Appalachians, dance that came from the early settlers, and dance that came out of the 30s out of Memphis and the jazz halls and the blues all have affected dances that we do today. And so Tennessee has got this long tradition of dance, but it's sort of like a secret um, that people don't really know about. And as a matter of fact, the one of the facts about it is that Tennessee pays the best wage for a dancer in rural areas because of Dollywood. So yeah, so we're like number one in the country for that. So
Right.
so Tennessee has this history of dance, and TAD just we've always promoted like ballet and um, kind of the traditional dances, and now we're getting more into promoting all forms of dance, and that's really what this Day of Dance is about, is allowing all these different forms of dance to have a voice in Tennessee. So we've working with everything from belly dancers to folk dancers to ballet dancers and everything in between.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes when you think about dance, it's sometimes only one form, but learning about more what the TAD does, you can see how wide the net can cast for dance. What's a moment from TAD's history that really captures its heart and mission?
I think that he has really been known for their the two main projects. One is a um, festival for youth, which they usually do in the fall, and we're sort of working that, and then dance teacher training, which they do in the spring, and they have always brought in they brought in dancers from other states. They've brought in professional dancers from around the country to allow young dancers in the community to get training from some of the best. And they've also brought in dancers to perform for the community at
Mhm.
these events. And so I would say those are some of
Yeah.
their.
And it
And
seemed like it's a good resource outside of the maybe the traditional, like, I have to go to, like, the large dance schools
mm,
in areas that maybe not maybe are not accessible to a lot of people in Tennessee, so that's great that that's offered by DAD, and, hopefully we can help continue that offering.
there's a lot of
Um,
great
go ahead.
dancers. There's a lot of great dancers in the state too, which
Mhm.
um, also gives them opportunity to reach out to maybe some youth in rural areas, and
Right, yeah,
get that
that's
training.
definitely
Yeah.
a key to, having dance accessible to all communities. So, a lot of people don't realize the digital tools and resources TAD offers. Can you highlight a few of your favorite online programs or materials available?
We have totally redone the website. Um,
Mhm.
we have started working on our membership, and we're creating opportunities so that once you become a member, depending upon what kind of member you are, there's all sorts of information that you can have. So, like if you're a youth member, we'll be offering information about scholarships and summer intensives and getting into college and auditions, that sort of thing. Um,
Yeah.
if you're in a business, a dance business, there'll be business information on there, business and
Mhm.
marketing information. And then we've also added for senior dancers, um, just because you're 65 doesn't mean that you need to stop dancing. And
Mhm.
so there's opportunities and information about people who are in their um, later years.
Golden years,
Golden years,
wisdom
yes.
years. Yeah, yeah,
Wisdom years, yes, excellent.
yeah.
Um, to how to and continue to dance and stay healthy. There's, actually an
Mhm.
article I just read about a 90-year-old dancer in Chattanooga who, used to be a Rockette, and she's still
Mm,
dancing,
awesome.
so.
Yeah. That's cool. So how does speaking of, all of these resources available on the website, how, we talked a little bit about the rural and urban parts. Can you talk a little bit about the programs available or like maybe funds, resources that are there to support teachers and educators and
Um,
studios?
one of the things that we're working on is, building up funding, um, so that we will be able to go back to offer, uh grants to youth that want to go to camps in the summer, and give them
Mhm.
an opportunity for those that normally maybe would not be able to afford it to help them do that. And then in the
Mhm.
past, we've also given out a grant to for choreography for youth, and then we've also given out grants for teachers for training. So those are all
Mhm.
things that we're working on to hopefully be able to get back to in the next year or so.
Yeah, and I think it's good for this organization to be an umbrella resource because I think a lot of people, might only look in their town or not outside of their community, and they can find resources where they can expand their knowledge or, um, expand their dance skills and techniques. So,
And
yeah. Go ahead.
and I'm sorry. But the other thing that we can do is donate to us. um,
Yes.
because you can do that through the website. Because we don't want to just we we want to become an organization that reaches to all forms of dance. And one of the things that we put on our website is a calendar, um, of that we'll have, or we've played with, or needing to go back and fill it in, is events, dance events in the community. And
Hmm.
people, once they become members, will be able to add their own events into the calendar. And
That's nice.
so if there's somebody who comes to the state of Tennessee, and they want to, they're going to maybe visit Memphis and they're going to visit Nashville, they'll be able to go on site and see what dance events are
Hmm.
happening in those two places, and they'd be able to go online and um, pay for tickets in one place.
Hmm.
So those
Right.
those are all features that we're working on.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that there's a a a home for all of the information because sometimes it can get lost in all the other general websites or Speaking of all the different types of dance, you mentioned a little bit about that. I want to talk to the dance community itself. What do you think makes Tennessee dance community unique or special compared to other regions?
Well, every region has their own form of dance, their own style of
Mhm,
dance. Um,
mhm,
so, I mean, Tennessee originally is known for like buck dancing and clogging and um,
mhm,
that sort of thing. But it's amazing how many interesting new dancers
mhm,
are kind of creating their own vision, creating their
mhm,
own pathways. There's one artist who we've worked with a little bit. Her name is Becca Hoback, and she is classically trained in ballet, but she has
mhm,
started making a name for herself actually using the internet. Um, and she has been performing places all over Europe, and she's been to Israel performing. And she's kind of taken that classical training and then built her own way of expression through it. So,
mhm.
she uses it to not only portray emotions, but also to kind of, communicate experiences non-verbally.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, she's done a workshop, um, today to people who
Awesome.
are interested in, kind of learning her vision and her new way of looking at dance.
Yeah, that's the creativity that comes from dance is quite amazing. I've definitely been brought to tears in some dances, just you never know what's going to hit you. So speaking of, your involvement in TAD and what does this specific day, Tennessee Day of Dance, mean to you personally, and what do you hope people walk away with?
I think it's a chance to well, like you said before, when people think of dance, they tend to think of the classics.
Mhm,
And definitely we want to honor the classics. I mean, if you're interested in ballet or you're in the Nashville area, there's the Nashville Ballet did an open house today, and they're doing they do other open houses. It's great to go and if you love ballet to go see, but if you've never seen, ballet and you kinda wanna know what's
mhm,
going on, it's a chance to go to those open houses. There's other
mhm,
organizations out there that are doing the same thing. If there's a form of dance that you're interested in and you go, "Hmm, maybe I wanna learn more about it," um, it's a chance Day of Dance is a chance to go out there and learn about all kinds of dance.
mhm.
And I think the other thing is, I have a few wrinkles. Um, and dance has great, um, you know, if I move around, the older, anybody needs to move around, but
Mhm,
especially older people need to move around. And dance is a great form of getting exercise, building a community. Um,
mhm,
the Smyrna Senior Center, we have country dancers coming to teach at the Smyrna Senior Center, and
mhm.
but they also have a line dancing group in Smyrna,
Yeah.
Tennessee, and so it's they learn to dance and then they go out and perform different places with their line
Mhm.
dancers uh, to make people makes people happy.
S Definitely a unique, way to build community and, integrates movement.
Yes,
I'm sure it can combat a lot of people's loneliness potentially or,
yeah.
lack of community or family that they have, so that's really good. So I wanna wrap this up. Where can, listeners go to learn more and get involved and support TAD's
Well, the best
work?
thing to do is go to our website, which is www.tennesseedance.org, and learn from there. We have a Facebook page. You can just look up Tennessee Dance Facebook. We have a So we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have TikTok. So yeah, we've got stuff out there. Um, and
Nice.
and
Yeah.
now we have YouTube.
Yes. Yeah. So if you didn't catch that, it's TennesseeDance.org, and the information will be in the notes down below if you need any links. And one last question before you go. If you had to describe Tennessee's dance scene in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Um, Traditional, exploratory, and thriving.
Awesome. Wonderful words. Thank you for joining me, Lee, and we look forward to seeing how TAD grows and celebrating the Day of Dance.
Thank you so much. Appreciate your time. What is Dance Tennessee Day? It is an opportunity to enjoy and explore all of the joys of dance through many styles across Tennessee. On this day, studios, colleges, and professional companies open their doors to allow all to experience the art form's beauty, history, diverse forms, freedom of expression, and health benefits. This day gets people moving. Here is an example of some of the people and organizations who shared their love of dance with others on September 20th, 2025. Nashville Ballet will be enjoying their 40th season in 2026. Since its founding in 1986, Nashville Ballet has become the largest professional ballet company in Tennessee. It presents a varied repertoire of classic ballet and boundary-pushing contemporary works by world-renowned choreographers, as well as original ballets by artistic director and CEO Nick Milliken. They also offer a ballet school with the highest quality training for children and adults of all ages. Becca Hoback of Enactor Productions explores identity and emotion through the body. She creates performances and workshops that use movement to process life experiences and embody transformation. Her talents are sought around the world, taking her across Europe from Belgium to United Kingdom. Nashville Country Dancers is a group that promotes, teaches, and offers opportunity to participate in contra and English country dancing. Both styles are forms of dance enjoyed in the time of Jane Austen. Ignite Gala is part of the annual Ignite Festival that takes place in Chattanooga, Tennessee every year at the Center for Creative Arts. The gala provides an opportunity for dancers from the Center for Creative Arts and their partners to open the doors to their community. Move, inclusive dance, empowers and inspires those of all abilities to dance. The organization began as the dream of Lauren Morris in 2018. It began as a summer camp for children with Down syndrome and has grown into 2 studios and online classes, reaching more than 1,000 students every year who would not otherwise be able to participate in dance. The University of Tennessee Martin is the only institution in Tennessee offering a dance education degree with licensure to teach kindergarten through 12th grade. Mystic River Dance offers classes in belly dancing, fusion, and fantasy dance in Memphis, Tennessee. Belly dancing is the oldest recorded form of dancing in the world. Alex Strobel is a native Nashvilleian who graduated magna cum laude from Middle Tennessee State University. She holds a bachelor's science degree in dance performance and choreography. She has studied ballet, jazz, musical theater, modern, house, hip-hop, kinesiology, and choreography. The Arts Alliance in Pleasant View, Tennessee, is a nonprofit arts education organization that offers classes in dance and visual arts to the Cheatham County community. Founded by Holly Brown, she has an extensive background in dance and graphic design. Smyrna Senior Activity Center offers line dancing classes to their members, and the group also performs at local events. And the Ballerinas provides online and in-person classes through the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department, as well as P3 in Nashville. Tennessee Association of Dance honors these and many other organizations who celebrate dance on September 20th, 2025. Share your dance experiences at #DanceTN Cannon Day. Thank you to State Representative Mike Sparks and his staff for helping the Tennessee Association of Dance with the proclamation honoring September 20th, 2025 as Dance Tennessee Day. The proclamation reads as Dance Tennessee Day on September 20th, 2025, which is the National Day of Dance, is a celebration of the long history of dance in the state of Tennessee, sponsored by the Tennessee Association of Dance, TAD. And whereas TAD has operated for more than 50 years with the goal of elevating dance in the lives of Tennesseans through advocacy, education, leadership, and policy formation. Whereas Tennessee has a long history of dance that reaches back to multiple historical cultures, including French, English, and German country dancing from the 17th and 18th centuries, as well as Irish step dancing, a movement brought to the area by enslaved Africans and indigenous Cherokee ceremonial dances. And whereas Tennessee has a strong commitment to dance with a vibrant dance scene encompassing diverse styles from classical styles such as ballet, square dancing, hip-hop, and modern and traditional dances of many world cultures. And whereas Tennessee supports many professional dance companies, dance studios offering lessons to all ages, civic and government organizations offering public dance classes, and educational opportunities at both the secondary, school, and collegiate levels. And whereas dance provides stress reduction, improves mood, enhances cognitive function, and increases self-esteem. And whereas dance improves cardiovascular health, strengthens muscles, contributes to stronger bones, enhances flexibility and balance, increases coordination, reinforces good posture, builds endurance, and can aid in weight management. And whereas dance offers opportunities for social engagement and community involvement, as well as better communication skills. And whereas dance is a means of artistic expression, allowing individuals to express emotions and convey stories through movement. And whereas Dance Tennessee Day is an opportunity for businesses and organizations across Tennessee to share the joy and healthy attributes of dance within the community. Now, therefore, I, Cameron Sexton, Speaker of the House of Representatives of the 114th General Assembly of the State of Tennessee, at the request of and in conjunction with Representative Mike Sparks, do hereby proclaim that we join the Tennessee Dance Association in a celebration of September 20th, 2025 as Dance Tennessee Day, and encourage communities everywhere to commemorate this day through activities and events that promote dance in the state of Tennessee. Proclaimed in Nashville, Tennessee on this day, the 5th of August, 2025.